Hey guys, it's Katie Cakes here, and I am going to be doing my reading rush wrap-up. So I did read 7 books, which was a total of 1,878 pages. I completed 7 of the prompts. I did not get to read a book with a non-human main character. On Monday, I read 222 pages. On Tuesday, I read 238 pages. On Wednesday, I read 364 pages. On Thursday, I read 323 pages. Friday, I read 286 pages. Saturday, I read 230 pages. And Sunday, I read 215 pages. So I did pretty good, I think. Plus, I was working, so it turned out good. So the one that didn't fit any prompts, it was just a 7th book for me, was The Duff by Cody Keplinger. I really enjoyed the movie. The book was relatively good as well. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, so not too bad, not too great. I probably won't read it again, so I will probably be unhauling it, but yeah. And then I read The Apprentice for Read a Book with Purple on the cover. I really hated this book. I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. I literally had to push myself through this whole book. I really have nothing to say about it. I didn't like it. I will be unhauling this for sure. And then I read Whippet by Shauna Cross. I read this for Read a Book in the Same Spot the whole time. Technically, I read all the books in the same spot because I really only read in one spot, but yeah, this is the one I claimed for it, so yeah. I gave this 5 stars. I really liked this book. I thought that it followed the movie really well, which I know is backwards, but I watched the movie and then I read the book just recently, so yeah. But I probably won't keep it because I don't see me reading it again. And then I read Dirty Exes by Rachel Van Dyken, my signed copy. I loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I read this one for Read a Book You Meant to Read last year, and I am so sad that I didn't read it last year because I devoured this book. I literally didn't do anything but read this book. I stayed up until like 3 in the morning just so that I could finish the book, even though I had to start work at 9. Not a very good idea, but I loved the book and I had to finish it, so I got the second one as an ebook, so I will be reading that one next. And then I read Soul Surfer by Bethany Hamilton, and surprise, surprise, I ended up finding out that it's actually signed by Bethany Hamilton, so that's pretty cool. I read this for Read an Author's First Book. As far as I know, this is her first and only book she's ever published, so yeah, I really liked this one. I think I gave it 4 stars. Let's see. So, yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I thought they did a really good job on adapting her book into a movie. And then I read Afterburn Aftershock by Sylvia Day for the Read and Watch a book-to-movie adaptation. Although I didn't end up watching this movie, I did end up watching Soul Surfer, so yeah. So yeah. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I really didn't like the first half of the book. But I did end up liking the second half of the book. I felt that it dragged on quite a bit at the end, though. But yeah, I'm excited to watch this as a movie. And then the last book I read, so I had chosen The Girl Behind the Mask by Stella Knightley. I read the first 3 chapters of it, and I could not get into it. Nothing was happening, it was dragging, and they were just way too descriptive for me. I did not like it, so I stopped reading that book, and I started reading The Billionaire's Wake Up Call Girl by Anika Martin. It was actually pretty good. I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, I gave it 3 to 5 stars. It wasn't the best book. I mean, it did end up dragging a bit. I, however, really love the concept. It's a sort of office romance with like enemies to lover mixed in there too. I would recommend the book. I just probably won't read it again. But that's how my reading rush went. I did get 6 out of the 7 prompts done, plus the bonus. I did the bonus because I read 7 books. So I think I did pretty good for reading 6 books in 1 week, with working and all the other stuff you have to do around the house and all that stuff. So I think I did pretty good, and I can't wait for it next year. So yeah, if you guys participated in the reading rush, let me know what you guys got for the prompts. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.